The Atlanta Falcons and New Orleans Saints are finally getting together to play. These two teams have a pretty bitter rivalry, and it's taken until week 11 to get to this point. We haven't played a ton of divisional matchups so far this season, though. The former Buccaneers quarterback Jameis Winston has 20 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Alvin Kamara is the superstar on this offense, though. Over 800 rush yards, 7 touchdowns for him. Famous Jameis has also ran for a couple. And Michael Thomas, after taking pretty much 2 entire years off, is back in full force. Over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns. He leads the Saints in pretty much everything receiving. And then one of the stars on this defense, Tyrann Mathieu there. And then Cam Jordan leads the league in sacks with 13.5. Mathieu with 3 interceptions. Marshawn Lattimore, another great player on this Saints defense. And it's almost a little bit surprising that this team is sitting at 4-6. They're going to start off with the football, and Jameis Winston's first pass of the game is going to get batted down at the line of scrimmage. Here's Kamara for the first time today. He's going to take it on the toss to the right side, breaking out of a couple of tackles, setting up 3rd down in inches for New Orleans. Looking to pick up the 3rd down. Handoff goes to Kamara. He cuts it to the outside for some reason, though, losing a couple of yards, and that's going to force a 3-and-out to open up this game for Atlanta. Now Mariota throwing that one to Bryan Edwards. He's going to pick up about 6 yards, leading to an early 3rd down. Trying to avoid going 3-and-out after forcing one of our own. Unable to do so, though. Kyle Pitts can't hang on to it through the tight coverage, and the Saints have the football already. Here's Washington with the carry. He takes it right up the middle. That's just going to be 2 yards. Kamara back in the backfield, but Winston wants to throw this one downfield. Caught Michael Thomas into Falcons territory. Big play there for New Orleans. Here's Washington going right up the gut, bouncing off of defenders. That's going to be a quick 1st down for the Saints. Into field goal range now. Winston to throw and into a little bit of traffic, looking for Thomas, and it's going to fall incomplete. Coming out in the I formation, now stepping up into the pocket. It's going to be caught by Jarvis Landry. There's a flag down on the play, and they're going to get Jameis Winston on an illegal forward pass. So instead, now it's going to be 3rd down and 15. Pass is looking for Olave. Harris is there to break it up. 4th and 15 from the 46-yard line, or the 36-yard line, excuse me. But they're not going to be trying a long field goal with Will Lutz, about a 54-yarder. Instead, they're going to be punting it away, and we're going to be taking over on our own 13-yard line. Here's a handoff to Cordell Patterson. He goes right up the middle. We have not been good at running the football so far today, so it's encouraging to see that. Mariota looking to throw over the middle. Pass is going to be tipped by Tyrann Mathieu, and look for him to be on Kyle Pitts a lot in this one. 3rd down and 4, looking for the conversion, and once again, unable to get it, trying to get it to the rookie Drake London, unable to hold on to it through the big hit from Roby Coleman there, and the Saints have the football yet again, just a bunch of punting so far today. Kamara with the carry. He picks up a gain of 6. They're going to give it to him again. Now he's going to take it to the outside, cuts back in, and moves the chains. New Orleans looking to really cook on this drive. Handoff goes to Kamara, taken down in the backfield by the rookie Troy Anderson out of Montana State. A 3rd of his tackles so far this season have been for loss, which is very impressive. Now Michael Thomas with another reception. He sets up 3rd down and 2 from about the 38-yard line, or not quite the 38, more like the 35-yard line. That sack's going to back them up to the 38-yard line, though, as Arnold Ebiketie and Jacob Tuiati-Marinor combined for the sack. That takes them out of field goal range, and once again, they're going to be punting the football away. Here's Patterson going up the middle. That takes us to the end of the first quarter, where it's just been a bunch of playing the field position game. Mariota rolling out to his right. He's got our 1st down here, and he's going to not step out of bounds. He takes the hit, picks up almost 20 yards on the play. Looking to throw again. Mariota's got a clean pocket, firing into coverage. That pass is going to be broken up by Pete Warner. That's going to lead to a 3rd down and 12. Mariota once again has time over the middle, and it's Olamide Zaccheaus hauling that one in for a big play. But then we're going to be faced with another 3rd down. Mariota flushed out to his left. He's got a wide open running lane in front of him, and he's going to take it across the 30-yard line where he steps out of bounds right across there, and this offense is finally moving. Patterson on the carry. He's going to take this one to the right side on the sweep. Got some good blocking. 1st down yardage. Tries to make a move. Doesn't really work, but still one of his best runs of the game so far. Now we're going to fake giving it to him. Mariota trying to find Pitts in the end zone, but he badly underthrew him. He was throwing on the move there. Mariota dropping back to throw again. A clean pocket going to the end zone. Touchdown, Kyle Pitts. The DB getting lost in the sauce there, and we get on the board first. Up 7-zip. Now Jameis Winston throwing that one. It's going to be caught by Kamara. A tough catch for him, but he comes down with it. These two former top picks of the 2015 draft battling back and forth for the first time in a while. Neither of them really the superstars that people thought they were going to be 7 years ago. Now this pass is going to be caught by Kamara in the flat, but there's a flag down on the play, holding on New Orleans, but that comes on third down, so we're going to decline the penalty and force fourth down and another Saints punt. That pass is going to be tipped up into the air, trying to get it to Drake London. A little bit of a slow start to today's game for him. Mariota's got time, launching this one downfield. Oh, wow, intercepted. It's Tyrann Mathieu going up there with one hand, looking like Odell Beckham Jr. He went to LSU as well, and he has a big return, getting out to the 37-yard line, which is apparently not field goal range for the Saints, so they're going to want probably 10 more yards off of this. Obviously, they'd like to get a touchdown. Here's a toss play to the left for Kamara, and he's going to get brought down 4 yards shy of the sticks. That's third down and manageable. Jameis Winston throwing this one into the flat, caught by Thomas, but out of bounds. Fourth down and 4. They're going to bring out Will Lutz for a field goal attempt now. His kick is up and good. New Orleans is on the board. 7-3 is your score. Trying to get another score here before halftime. Over the middle, and Zacchaeus can't hang on to it as he bobbled the pass. Second down, it's going to be another passing play here for Mariota, floating that one to the left side, and he's lucky that pass wasn't another Tyrann Mathieu interception. Instead, we're going to be faced with third down. Mariota wants to throw for it over the middle, finally getting Drake London involved over the middle, and we're going to go hurry up as we've got a minute left to go. Quick throw's going to be intercepted. Pete Warner with it going back the other way. A second Marcus Mariota interception as he tried forcing that one to Kyle Pitts, and Mariota just can't believe it now. New Orleans with a great opportunity to score here before the half. Winston's going to fire that one downfield. Caught Michael Thomas breaking away from the defense in the end zone for the first time today. The Saints are, and they're going to get their first lead of the game off of that. That's going to take us to halftime, where we're now down by 3. Looking at the halftime stats, it's been a pretty even game. The big difference, though, in the passing yards there. Also, the points off turnovers. The Saints got all of their points off of those 2 Mariota interceptions. We get the football to open up the third quarter, and Mariota's out here slinging to start it out. Drake London with a nice catch there. Going London's way again, and he's going to haul that one in. And just like that, we're already in Saints territory. Fresh set of downs here. We're going to have a little bit of a play fake. It's a designed quarterback run. The Saints were ready for it. Mariota loses 6 yards on the play. He once again is looking to throw. The Falcons very pass happy right now. Into double man coverage, though. It's going to be incomplete. Nicole Roby-Coleman on the stop. Looking to throw again is Mariota. Once again, he's got a clean pocket, and he's got a wide open Bryan Edwards over the middle, moving the chains on third and long. Up the middle, it's Cordell Patterson trying to get back to the ground game now. He picks up a gain of 3. On second down and 7, once again, Mariota wants to throw over the middle, caught by Kyle Pitts inside of the 5, and he got brought down awkwardly by the face mask. That's going to give us half the distance to the goal, which ends up only being about a yard. First and goal, handoff goes to Patterson, cutting it back inside. His first touchdown of the season. It's a shame it took him this long, but we're going to get our lead back. Jameis Winston connecting with Jarvis Landry, his first year on the Saints, and he's going to pick up a gain of 9. Now out in the I formation, they're going to give it to Kamara. He's going to get tackled and picks up just enough for the first down. I formation again. It's going to be another handoff to Kamara. Trying to bounce this one to the outside. Brought down a couple yards shy of the sticks. He's going to try to put the football above the sticks there, but the refs aren't fooled. Give it to Kamara again. A short gain, but it's another first down. He's really trying to get all the yards he can get on these carries. Back to the passing game now. Jameis Winston can't quite connect there with Jarvis Landry thrown into some tight coverage. Now the Falcons looking to shut down the Saints on third down. That's what they do. Winston misses Chris Olave, the rookie. Fourth down, and it's time for them to punt for the 5th time today. Mariota's going to throw this one into the flat, caught by Olamide Zacchaeus. They're going to give him a gain of 8 there, but the Saints are going to be throwing the challenge flag, and after further review, they're going to say he's out of bounds. Not the biggest deal in the world for the Falcons, though, as it was only an 8-yard gain. Here's Patterson going right up the middle, and he's going to pick up 9 yards on the play. It's almost as if that challenge didn't happen. 3rd and 1, toss play to the left. We trust Cordell Patterson in these third down situations, and it pays off as he moves the chains and converts the third down. About a minute left to go now in the third quarter. Now off of the play fake, Mario's going to throw that one downfield. Pitts was open, but he missed him as he was throwing on the move. On third down, he's going to set his feet, firing downfield, caught by Bryan Edwards for another big-time third down conversion. Marcus Mariota to throw again. Again, these Falcons have been very pass-happy. Bryan Edwards can't hang on to that one, though, through the big hit. Looking for another big-time third down conversion. Mariota has nobody really open, so he's just going to do it himself, scrambling for the first down. That moves the chains. We're into the final quarter of play now. Here's another play fake. Mariota wants to go deep with it. He had a man open, but Brandon Copeland wasn't going to let him get away with it. Mariota's going to be sacked for the first time today. Second down and 16, and make it 2 times now. Cam Jordan gets his 14th sack on the season. Third down and 23. We've been actually pretty good at third down and long today. Can that continue, though? No, it cannot. Almost there as Pitts got his hands on the football, but Tyrann Mathieu, we said to look out for him covering Pitts today, and Pitts, other than his one touchdown, has been pretty much shut down in this one. Second catch of the day there made by Jarvis Landry. He picks up the first down before Winston steps up right into the sack of Grady Jarrett there with under 5 minutes left to play. That's a huge play by him. Winston's pass is going to be knocked down at the line. That's not the first time that's happened today. Third down for the Saints, and they're going to convert wide open. Chris Olave, the rookie. How do we let him get open like that? That was supposed to be man-on-man coverage. Winston's got time in the pocket, and a wide-open Jarvis Landry downfield. They're going to say he didn't get both feet in bounds, though. The Saints are going to be challenging that play, and for the second time today, it's going to be a successful challenge. This one a lot bigger than the first, as that's going to be a big play there for this offense. Winston's been playing real good so far today. No turnovers or anything. He's going to connect with Michael Thomas on this play down to the 5-yard line, but there's a flag out, and we'll have to see if it counts, and it won't, holding on the Saints offensive line. So instead of 1st and goal, it's going to be 1st and 20. Jameis firing that one downfield. Michael Thomas fighting for the first down, and that already makes up for the holding call. Almost goal to go here. They're going to be at the 11-yard line. Kamar's going to bounce this one out to the outside and pick up a gain of 5. Under 3 minutes left to go now. Give it to Kamara again, taking this one to the right, and he's going to pick up 2. The Saints probably looking for a touchdown here. A field goal means they're still down by 1. Winston throws, and it's going to be off the hands of Chris Olave. Unbelievable. He was wide open for 6. Instead, the Saints are going to settle for a Will Lutz field goal, so the Falcons are going to be holding on to a 1-point lead with about 2.5 minutes left to go in the game. If we can just run the rest of this clock down, that would be ideal, but the Saints have a pretty solid defense. We'll have to see if they can hold. Mariota looking to throw here. He's got time, firing that one to the right side, an incomplete pass that stops the clock. Crucial third down here for both teams. Looking to throw. Mariota over the middle and intercepted. Tyrann Mathieu for the second time today. Breaking out of a couple of tackles. Looking to get the pick 6. Luckily, Patterson's there to stop him down at the 20-on-1-yard line. And that's definitely field goal range for the Saints, but they want 6 out of it. Pass is going to be caught. Jarvis Landry setting up a goal to go for the Saints, and the Falcons could really be in trouble here. Up the middle, it's Alvin Kamara, and he's going to pick up a few yards, and the Falcons are going to use their first timeout because we can't let them run down the rest of this clock and kick a field goal. We're not going to have to worry about that, though. Kamara's in the end zone with 1:07 left to go in the game, and they're going to go for 2 now to make it a 7-point game. Handoff goes to Kamara, and he's in the end zone, and just like that, oh, how the turntables. The Falcons now down by 7. Last week, though, we led a game-winning drive against the Giants, or a game-tying drive against the Giants with about this much time left and with no timeouts. We have 2 timeouts in this scenario, which means we can use a lot more of the field. Mariota going deep downfield, and he's got Kyle Pitts one-on-one. Actually, there were 2 guys on Pitts. That doesn't stop him from coming down. The clock continues to tick, though, as the Falcons refuse to use their timeouts, and we're really lucky that wasn't a game-sealing 3rd interception there for Mathieu. Mariota, he's got time in the pocket to throw over the middle. It's Olamide Zaccheaus. We are in field goal range now, but obviously that does us no good. Mariota to throw again, looking for the end zone. Touchdown! Drake London, just like last week against the Giants. London has a game-tying touchdown, and this comes over the head of Tyrann Mathieu, of all people, who has been killing us all game long, but he gives up 2 crucial plays in the 4th quarter, and that's going to lead to overtime, back-to-back overtime games now for these Dirty Birds. And this time, we're going to win the coin toss. And remember, these are still old overtime rules because this is an older game. Going deep downfield, it's Olamide Zaccheaus, just like last week against the Giants. Maybe not quite just like last week, as he did have a walk-off touchdown. He gets caught there, but a huge play from that wideout. 2nd and 6, it's going to be a toss, but to the right, Chris Thompson. First time we've called his name today, and maybe the last. He loses a yard on that play. Mariota over the middle. He's got Kyle Pitts. A yard shy of the sticks, though. This is too far for a field goal, so we're going to go for it. The offense stays on the field. Mariota over the middle. Edwards can't hang on to it. That's going to be a turnover on downs, and now the Saints have a chance to win it. Jameis Winston drops back to throw over the middle. Casey Hayward's there to break the pass up. That leads to 3rd down. Winston wants to throw under some pressure. Nearly picked off, but you know what? I'll take the incomplete pass and another Saints punt. So our second possession now in overtime. Mariota to the right side. Caught. Olamide Zaccheaus breaking away from the defense. Zaccheaus down the right sideline. Finally able to be pushed out of bounds, but into field goal range now. And we're just trying to get a little bit closer. Handoff goes to Scordell Patterson, and he's going to pick up 7 yards there. And we should be in field goal range. We are going to run one more play on offense. Patterson to the right side, losing a yard, but I think he was just trying to get a favorable side for Koo, who's out for the game-winning field goal. It is up. It is good. And the Falcons, no more are we alternating every other week winning games. We have back-to-back overtime victories. First, a win over the Giants, and now 24-21 against the Saints, a game that we probably shouldn't have won. Mariota went off. He only had like 50 yards in the first half passing. He ended the game with over 300. We turned the ball over 3 times. The Saints didn't turn the ball over at all, and if you count our turnover on downs, 4 times. I mean, Winston probably outplayed Mariota, but Mariota did have more touchdowns. Those 3 interceptions were really bad, but I mean, we still ended up winning the game. Mariota coming off his best performance of the year, puts up his worst performance of the year, but we're still able to get the victory. 3 touchdowns there, receiving London with the game-tying touchdown, of course, in the 4th quarter. Defensively, Tyrann Mathieu, I mean, the Saints were living, and the Saints were dying by him. He had some big plays on defense, 2 picks, but on that last drive, he just wasn't it. And, of course, kicking Younghoe Koo with the game-winning field goal. Looking at the other games this week, the Titans starting to turn their season around. They defeat the Texans. You have the Ravens beating the Patriots, who have now dropped 6 straight. Odell Beckham Jr. going off for Baltimore. You have the Cardinals over the Jets. Arizona, after a really slow start to the season, really looking like they're turning things around in the desert. The Cowboys and the Bears faced off this weekend. It was kind of similar to their game in real life, a high-scoring affair with the Cowboys coming out on top. And then the Jaguars get a big win here over the Vikings. A big upset moves them to 4-7, drops the Vikings down to 7-4, hurts their chances of winning that division. Now we take you to Arrowhead. The Chiefs needing this win to take the division over the Chargers, but if the Chargers win this game, they're going to have a 2-game lead over Kansas City. Herbert pump fakes and then goes downfield, caught by Cole Beasley in the end zone, and they do indeed now have a 2-game lead over the Chiefs, and possibly a little bit of a tiebreaker now with that win. The Seahawks got real close to upsetting the Bills. Josh Allen had over 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he also threw Jamal Adams the ball 3 times. Luckily, the Bills were able to escape. The Colts beat the Lions there. You have the Dolphins pulling off an upset against the 49ers, who have now dropped 2 straight. The Browns and the Bengals, it's the Battle of Ohio, and finally Zach Taylor's team able to defeat Kevin Stefanski's Browns. You have the Buccaneers over the Panthers there, as they are still the last undefeated team in football, 11-0. Now we take you to Pittsburgh, where they faced off against the Redskins here. Mitch Trubisky still the starting quarterback, but this play is all about Najee Harris breaking away from the defense. Once he got out of there, there was no second line of defense. He was gone. Good night. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. Both these teams aren't that great, though. Washington's 2-9, Pittsburgh now 4-7. The Raiders are surprisingly good this year. They're 7-4, second in the division after the Chiefs loss. The Broncos have been disappointing, as they are last in the division. They have dropped their last 5 or 6 straight. The Packers 9-2. They defeat the defending Super Bowl champion Rams. And then what happened to the Giants in this game? 49-3. I know the Eagles and Giants aren't good, but holy cow, they lost badly. That's going to be a wrap on today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leaving a like is always appreciated. And until next time, this has been Jeffrey, reminding you to stay moist.